In the high-tech battlegrounds of eastern Ukraine, the front line isn't just held by infantry. It's maintained by coders, engineers, and volunteers working far behind the trenches. Among them is 23-year-old Sofia. Before the full-scale Russian attack, she was studying filmmaking in Prague and working at an art NGO. Today, she builds and repairs the tech keeping frontline troops alive.
I decided that I want to help our army, and not just money, but really to make something that will help in the front line, because I'm originally from the city that is occupied since 2014.
In military workshops across the region, Sofia works alongside dozens of technicians. Together, they construct, modify, and test specialized airborne drones and unmanned ground vehicles, or UGVs. In a conflict increasingly defined by heavy drone surveillance and lethal strikes, these ground systems have become a primary lifeline for isolated infantry units.
Most of the time, we carry out logistical missions, delivering supplies to the front lines, water, petrol, food, ammunition, drones and other equipment. Sometimes there are evacuation operations. It's often not possible to drive in, pick up a wounded person, so we drive up in the UGV, collect them and take them to a safe area.
Building these machines is only half the battle. Directing them into dangerous territory requires constant monitoring and real-time electronic warfare. We're currently in the operations center. This is from where they're controlling some of these vehicles. So for example, on the screen, you can see they're currently in the middle of carrying out a mission to deliver food and other items to soldiers on the front line where fighting is quite intense. So they're monitoring that, and there's another operation that's being carried out from here. So for example, if you look at this big screen, you've got more than a dozen small screens. What they've done is they have hacked into Russian systems, and these are the views from Russian drones. So they've actually hacked into their system, and they are seeing through the cameras of the Russian drones. Hacking these enemy feeds gives Ukrainian commanders a critical tactical advantage, allowing them to identify enemy positions, anticipate strikes, and intercept incoming Russian attack drones before they hit their targets. But operating UGVs comes with immense risks.
Our biggest obstacle, of course, is enemy FPV drones. They also know our logistics routes and are laying mines along them. If we are the first to detect them, we will neutralize them and continue on our route, carrying out our mission.
For Ukraine, the primary motivation behind unmanned innovation isn't just tactical efficiency, it's preserving human life.
In my opinion, the UGV has fundamentally changed the nature of the war. The Russians also have a UGV, but theirs is very underdeveloped. It's easier for them to send 2 fighters. They don't care about casualties as long as they get the supplies. We don't want to put any of our fighters at unnecessary risk because we value every one of our soldiers.
For volunteers like Sofia, this work is temporary, a duty until victory. She plans to return to cinema once the war ends, but for now, she hopes every circuit she solders helps safeguard the people holding the line. Hasan Abdullah, TRT World, Eastern Ukraine.